Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to International Webinar, New Normal, Setting the Priorities Between Health and Economy. Thank you all for joining today's webinar. This webinar is hosted by LPPM Universitas Dharma Andalas. My name is Heru Azman, Director of LPPM. I'll be taking the role of moderator today. We already have three great speakers with us today who will share and discuss about how to deal with the new normal era in terms of health and economy. Should we focus on health? How about economy recovery then? Is it possible to keep both running side by side? Those are the big issues that will be discussed on today's webinar. Now, today's webinar will be opened by Rector of Universitas Dharma Andalas, Professor Dr. Dedi Primaputra, and then followed by the presentation from the three speakers. Okay, now before we start, I will explain to you how can you talk to us during the webinar. If you have any questions during the presentation, you can write them at the Zoom chat box with format name / institution / name of the speaker you want to address, and then / your questions. We will have Q&A session after the presentation session to answer your questions. Okay, now, without any further ado, I would like to invite Rector of Universitas Dharma Andalas to officially open the webinar. Prof. Dedi, floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Heru. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya ulangi. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted and honored to host the international webinar and the new normal setting and priorities between health and economy. The seminar organized by LPPM, the University of Dharma Andalas, aimed to discuss priority between health and economic status caused by COVID-19. As we know, COVID-19 has already spread more than 200 countries and infected more than 7.2 billion people and more than 4,000 people dead. The president of Dr. Amrizal speech titled COVID-19, How to Adapt a New Normal Health Safety and Perspective. And Associate Professor Nur Azilah Husin, PhD from University of Selangor, Malaysia, which is talk about the new normal setting, the priority between health and the economy. Thank you, Dr. Amrizal and Professor Nur Azilah. And the last, BNPB, Republic of Indonesia, will speech challenge for policy implementation of productive community and COVID safe. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Heru and team from LPPM UNIDA to create this event, and to more than 1,000, as we know, participants, in which I cannot mention one by one. I wish this international webinar run well and with a very fruitful and productive meeting. And the last one, in the name of Allah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I open this webinar officially. May Allah bless all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof, for the opening speech. Okay, now let's proceed to presentation session. Before that, I will introduce you with the speakers. First speaker, we have Dr. Amrizal Muhammad Nur. Currently, he is a lecturer in Health Policy and Management, Faculty of Public Health, Kuwait University. He got his PhD in Public Health from National University of Malaysia. His area of expertise is health, economic, and casing system. Second speaker, we have Associate Professor Nur Azilah Husin, PhD. Currently, she is a senior lecturer in Human Resources Management, Faculty of Business at Accountancy University Selangor. She got her PhD in Human Resource Management from University Malaysia Terengganu. Her area of expertise is organizational behavior. And lastly, we have Mr. Udrekh, PhD. Currently, he is Director of Disaster Management System in the BNPB. He got his PhD from University of Tokyo. Okay, hi, hello, Doctor. Okay, let me remind you once again about how can you talk to us during the presentation session. If you have any question during the presentation session, you just write them on the Zoom chat box with the format name / your institution / the name of the speaker you want to address, and then your questions. Okay, everyone. Let's proceed to the first presentation by the Dr. Amrizal Muhammad Nur. Please welcome Dr. Amrizal Muhammad Nur. Floor is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much to UNIDA Rector, Professor Dr. Dedi Primaputra, for inviting me as one of the speakers in the international webinar. The second one, I would like to say thank you very much to Dr. Heru as the director of LPPM, UNIDA, and my colleagues from Malaysia, Professor Madia Nur Azilah Husin, because previously I'm working in Malaysia almost 20 years. So just moved to the Kuwait University 11 months, 11 months. So I'm quite familiar in Malaysia. I can speak Malay also. Okay, and Dr. Udrekh from BNPB. And also I would like to say thank you for attending this sessions is the international webinar, from all the ladies and gentlemen from academician and our students. So I think the participants majority and students, academician from Indonesia. So can I speak a combined Indonesian language, three language, Indonesian language, Malaysian language, English. Sorry, okay, so my topic only the how to adapt, the new normal, from the perspective view health safety, because my background in medical doctors, almost 15 years, 20 years working in the health sector. So this my what we call outline, my outlines, what is the new normal, because many people now talking about new normal, what does it mean, the difference between the new normal and the normal, WHO, the recommendation for new normal, the guideline for every member state, all over the world. New normal strategy in Spain, new normal strategy in South Africa, and new normal strategy in Kuwait. So because I'm currently here in Kuwait, so I try to give the share, some information from the Kuwait. Challenges in implementing new normal and conclusions. So new normal. So what does that mean in new normal? New normals, actually this is a terminology, using by the economics, or business business perspective, So the term in business and economics refer to the financial condition, following the financial crisis. Remember crisis in 27, 28, So how we move from the abnormal to normal. So we call it new normal, So this what we call the similar is how we move from the abnormal with COVID-19, now move the new normal with many, what we call still maintain the standard health safety protocol, health safety procedures. So actually new normal, we try to move gradually, step by step from abnormal to normal. But what does that mean? We have the new way of living, going out. So for example, our life, if we see someone, we meet someone, we shake hand, Assalamu alaikum is Muslim, Assalamu alaikum, and then we hug, for example, now without that one. So walk also, we have the social distancing, 1 meter to 2 meter, and then not all people, not all workers, staff can go for walking, just limit to 50%. Some country limit to 30% only for the total staff. Some country limit the staff for working 50%, for example. Okay, so this we call the new normal. We try gradually, step by step, to go normal, but with still maintain health safety protocol. Why we go to new normal? Because the government, every country, what we call try to improve, to improve the economy, because it is shock. They did the pandemic of the COVID-19 will impact to the economic, and also the every sectors in every countries, especially in economic sector. So that's why there's the pressure why every country try to come back, try to go back to the new normal, because the economic perspective. Why not change this one? Oh yes, okay, now there's transitions, transitions from towards the new normal. So what are the guidelines if we want to move from the abnormal to the new normal? So the guideline to the new normal, there are two guidelines. If you want to make the policy to the new normal, should based on public health principle, still maintain the health safety procedure, health safety protocol. The second one, should what we call the second one is consideration of the economic and society. And then every country, every decision makers, WHO try to what we call so what we call every country try to remind every decision makers all over the world to do to move to the new normal transition. We call the transition gradually, step by step, and do it carefully. Okay, this one is 6 criteria that WHO recommend if we're lifting the lockdown, so this recommendation, there are 6. One, if you want to decide to do the new normal, to reduce the restriction of the lockdown, one, you can control, so the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, you can control, so under control. The second one, the second one is you have what you call human resource, health workers, health workforce, and health system capacity, facility, health facility, hospital, clinic, yeah, health facility you have ready in place. You have enough healthcare workers, enough health facilities. Yeah, okay, you can move, yeah, to the new normal. The third one, yeah, the risk, you can minimize the outbreak, yeah, outbreak risk, especially for the children and then for the older people. The first one, you have already handled, yeah, established what we call prevention infection control. The fifth one is management. You have the good management in the risk, either the exporting cases and importing cases. And the last, that's not any community. Yeah, that country already fully engaged, yeah, fully engaged, educated people regarding COVID-19, yeah, the spread of the COVID-19, yeah, the transmissions and how you have the, for example, the symptom, how you can do it, and etc. Okay, this one example of the new normal in Spain. If you look at the Spain, yeah, the total number of cases 200,000, and the fatality rate, yeah, the mortality rate at 25,000, yeah, so quite high, yeah. Within 15 March to 15 March to 7 May, meaning almost 1.5, almost 2 months, yeah, almost 2 months. They try to move, yeah, from the abnormal to new normal. Because of what? Because of the economic constraint. The new cases, the total case is still increased, but they try to move, yeah, to move to the new normal, to reduce the restriction, yeah, to lock down because of the economic, yeah, the economic constraint, yeah. Okay, so we look at this one in this graph. They start in first March, lockdown in 15 March, and then the total number of cases, COVID-19 patient, and then flat, and then they decrease, increase and decrease. Yes, so the lockdown lifting begin 5 May. So between 15 May to 5 May, yeah, almost 2 months. Yeah, they try, yeah, to move, yeah, to decide to reduce the restrictions, yeah, the restriction lockdown after the number of cases decrease. Okay, so this one example of the new normal in South Africa. The same thing that what we call they have done in Italy, yeah, because every country, if they decide to do the new normal, so they have to follow what we call the standard procedure come from the WHO, yeah, WHO. Okay, you can see in the screen, yeah, the new normal, yeah, from the red color, for example, the Taiwan, Vietnam, New Zealand, Australia, yeah, this is Iceland, and the Republic of Korea. This is the country, yeah, what we call have the successfully, yeah, to handle the increasing of the total, how to handle, to combat, yeah, to overcome, yeah, the increasing of the number of cases, yeah, number of COVID-19 cases in their own country, So you look at this one, this country already started, yeah, early, yeah, the new normal, because of the number of cases they can control, and they can control the spread, yeah, the spread, yeah, of the COVID-19 and transmission, so they can control, yeah. But the other country, like you can see the USA, United States America, United Kingdom, then total number of cases is very high, Spain, but yeah, they cannot stop, yeah, what I call, they cannot stop business, economy, activity, yeah, for a long time, yeah, for a long time, yeah. Now 2 months, 2 months, yeah, 2 months and 3 months. After that, every country, even though yeah, developed country will try to open, yeah, as soon as possible, yeah, to open for the activity for the economic, because unemployment, yeah, rate, and then so every family members, every what we call the small industry, yeah, will what we call will big impact, yeah, to the COVID-19. So that's why, yeah, if we reflect best to the what we call SARS, you know the SARS, yeah, yeah, flu burung, SARS in 2003, yeah, 2003. Remember, yeah, the country, all the country, yeah, got impact, yeah, got impact to the SARS flu burung before 2003, yeah. They lost the income, yeah, they lost the income from 0.5 to 2.3% from the GDP, from the GDP. If we convert to the money, around 54, yeah, 54 billion US dollar, yeah, 54 billion US dollar. So very expensive, yeah, cost for what we call combating, yeah, the COVID-19. Okay, now I move to the what we call Kuwait, yeah. This is the Kuwait, yeah, the small country, yeah, in the north, in Iraq, in east, in Iran, and in the what we call in the west, in Saudi Arabia, yeah, and then in the south, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE. So a very small country, yeah. And then the population, yeah, around 4.2 million, yeah, 4 billion. I think West Sumatra around 4 million, yeah, yeah. I think yeah, is similar with West Sumatra. So 4.2 million GDP, 143, yeah, US billion, GDP, yeah, 33,000, yeah, 33,000 US dollar, yeah. So if you look at this one, the effect of the COVID-19, how the impact to the economy.
This young man just texted me right now.
Yeah, if the compare fiscal deficit, yeah, 3%, yeah, GDP, yeah, the loss, yeah, the deficit, yeah, 3% GDP in fiscal year 2018 and 19. Now, yeah, 13.6% in 4 year 19, yeah, 2019 and 20. So the cause, the reason is the increased government spending and oil price, yeah, declined sharply. So the price of the oil declined, yeah, and then unemployment, yeah, rate is 2%. Okay, now we talk about now. We move to the COVID-19 in Kuwait. So Kuwait, yeah, I think a similar thing with the Spain, also with the South Africa. Yeah, we start a total lockdown, a partial lockdown in March, yeah, 21st of March, and then a total lockdown in a certain area, yeah, total lockdown in 24 hours, yeah, 24 hours in April, and now we go to the new normal. So starting 10th of May, yeah, we start 1st of May, earlier of May, we start to what we call the new normal, because the curve, yeah, increase, and then now, yeah, going down slowly. So the effect of lockdown, yeah, to the GCC country, yeah, negara-negara teluk, yeah, GCC countries. So the COVID-19 one is deterioration, yeah, of the public health, impact to the public health, the service of the what we call the service of healthcare, either in hospital, in a clinic, either in private sector or in government sectors. Following a global demand, yeah, demand and growth, yeah, goods and services, decline in the domestic supply and demand, and very importantly is the falling oil price, yeah, falling oil price. Increase the expenditure, but the revenue is decreased. And majority, yeah, from this one of the what we call survey impact of lockdown in Kuwait, yeah, from the business perspective, they said 45% respondents have today suspended, shut down, the business from 30 April, April 30. And then 80% revenue drop, 80% revenue drop, This the respondent answered 26%. Okay, we look at this one, the current revenue, in 2020, this is the data from the World Bank. 2020, they estimate the revenue decrease, but the expenditure increased because of to handle the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Okay, so this is the update 19 June, from Johns Hopkins University. The total number of cases now, already declined, 662. So that's why the mean secondary infection is the decrease, and more patient recovered, and reduce the patients stay in a hospital. If you compare to the developed countries, like USA, Italy, Spain, and even in area of Gulf country, for example, Kuwait is still the number of that still can maintain, that can control the spread of the COVID-19 virus. So this is the normal, the start in the normal, the in the Kuwait. This is the right now condition 10 June, 10 June. Total number of recovered 22,000. I think the total all 33,000. So I think it's quite more similar with Indonesia. Now the total recovered cases 60.8%, almost 67%. That's quite good. Quite good. That's why the government try to move to the new normal, and already started last week. Okay, this is the under treatment in the hospital. The line is decline, step by step. Okay, these the cases. Their cases is very small. In ICU, in critical in ICU, only 7 cases. Recover 19 and 20. For this in one day. Okay, this is the new normal in Kuwait. Decided by Council of Ministers the plan of gradual restoration of the normality. So Council of Ministers, include a Prime Minister, include their health ministers, economic ministers, travel minister, and etc. So this step of return implementing mechanism of the system. So they have the criteria based on the WHO recommendations. If you have, they can control the transmission, you can move to the new normal. If you can stabilize the casualty patient, you can move to the normal. If you have decreased the percentage number of patients admitted in ICU, in ICU center, ICU room, so you can decrease your you can move to the new normal. If decreased percentage of the family in hospital, you can move to the new normal. And also decreased percentage of the people infected, with daily sweat. So this is the first step, started at 31st May, last week. And then the second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So this one, if the first step is okay, no significant increase in number of new cases, no significant increased number of ICU cases admitted in hospital, then the government moved to the second step. And then if success, move the third step. But in case, sporadic cases increase, community transmissions, repeat quite quickly, for example. So they go back to this. For example, if we are now in third step, so we have to go back to the second step. It's still not controlled, go to the first step, and etc. So this is the step. I don't want to tell a very detail because the organizer give me only 25 minutes. Yeah, first step, and then the second step, yeah, and the third step, yeah, fourth step, and then the fifth stage. So the fifth stage, they try to open, yeah, open the business, yeah, to open the business social activity step by step gradually, yeah, but still maintain health safety protocol, yeah, health safety protocol. What are the health safety protocol? Especially in workplace, this one maintain, yeah, temperature checkpoint at entrance of the workplace. If one go to restaurant, go to the bank, go to the your company and etc., checkpoint with the temperature, yeah, tool depends on either laser, temperature and etc. The second one, wash hand frequently, hand sanitizer, soap and water. Use practice mask, yeah, face mask and glove, and then yeah, implement what we call transmission prevention measures. Either you are using the barrier, yeah, wood or the glass screen, you can use that one. The fifth one is the fifth is physical distancing inside the workplace, yeah, using position stickers in the floor, yeah, or poster, yeah, a poster, a signage, a reminder, everyone, yeah, wash hand frequently, face mask, yeah, social or physical distancing. So remind everyone for physical distancing. Six, maintain the hygiene and sanitation in workplace. Yeah? You do the what we call the disinfectants, yeah, for every place, especially in service, yeah. For example, in table, yeah, in anything, yeah? And 7, 6 workers are not allowed for working, and 8 using digital technology, yeah, for reservation and payment, yeah. Okay, lastly, the challenges implementing. I think one of the biggest challenges is I only show only one: increase the number of infective cases. If everyone, yeah, no have collaboration, either government, other community and health sectors, yeah, and private sector, no have what we call collaboration, close collaboration, yeah, no follow the what we call the standard health safety procedures, yeah, so the infection rate will increase, transmission, yeah, of COVID-19 will be increased again, yeah. If they increase and then the government cannot control the spread of the COVID-19 virus, yeah, total lockdown again, stop all everything, yeah, everything regarding the economic activities. Okay, need one example, new normal in hotel, yeah, yeah, you have the what we call a thermal scanner, yeah, a laser scan, yeah, for laser temperature, and you have the hand sanitizers, yeah, social distancing and etc. This is new normal in the restaurant, yeah. I think everyone's already have the experience, yeah, have the social distancing, face mask, yeah, glove, hand sanitizers, yeah. Okay, this is the near align, near normal and align. Still maintain health, yeah, what we call health safety protocols, yeah. In social distancing, yeah, you can see, yeah, in even though in mosque, yeah, in masjid, yeah, we have a social distancing because, yeah, the virus, we cannot see the virus, yeah, you cannot see the virus directly, yeah, the virus directly. And then this one you can see in a park, and one of the in Turkey, yeah, in Turkey they have see the movie, yeah, not in the movie the theater, but in the field, yeah, but they sit in the car, yeah, not outside, yeah. So social distancing. Okay, so the conclusion is the success of the new normal depend on the cooperation between governments, private sector, and community. If, yeah, three components can work together, yeah, so we can move, yeah, run, yeah, we can run the new normal smoothly and successfully. And transitioning, yeah, toward a new normal must be guided by public health principles, and economic social consideration. Lastly, new normal still maintain health safety protocol. Wear face masks and gloves, social physical distancing maintained, and washing and hand sanitizer, hygiene sanitation, and transmission prevention measure. So thank you very much, Ian. This for my presentation.
Okay.
I pass again to the moderator.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for the insight. That was very interesting point you just explained us about what the new normal is from perspective in business and health. Maybe we can conclude from what you just said. If we want to success to face the new normal, we need to develop or maybe to strengthen the cooperation between the government, industry, and society. Right, Kata? One more thing. In new normal era, health safety protocol must be applied in all aspects of life. Right, Kata? Okay, now let's proceed to the second speaker. We have Associate Professor Dr. Azilah Husin. Okay, Doctor, floor is yours.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Heru. And I would like to thank the organizer, the rector of UNIDA, Professor Dedi Prima, and then the other speaker, Dr. Amrizal, and also the other speakers is Mr. Udrekh. So I'm honored to be here. Let me talk about, I was asked to talk about the same topic. So originally, I think whatever that has been presented by Dr. Amrizal was more or less about my topic. That is why when Dr. Heru saw my slide, he said, can you make a little adjustment? So I added a little adjustment. Otherwise, the point, the concept are all the same, talking about what is new normal and what do we do about it in terms of economics, as well as in terms of health. All right, maybe I will start with the slide number 1. Share the screen. Okay, can you see that, Dr. Heru? Can you see my slide?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, it doesn't appear yet.
Listen. The host disable the participants. So can you make it able for me to present my PowerPoint?
Okay, maybe offer by the host, right? Your presentation.
Yeah, it stated there host disabled participant to screen. So maybe you allow me to present, then I would do. Otherwise, I have my PowerPoint there. You could control it from there. Right? Okay. While waiting, I think I'll just start off whatever that we have here.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Dr. Azila, you can try to share screen.
Share screen. All right. Can you see now?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
You do. Okay, good. Okay. Alhamdulillah. So this is my PowerPoint. We are talking about, you see, when you set the priorities, when everything is good, balance out, that is where you get the well-being. So hopefully this is what we are looking for, aiming for everyone in life, that we have well-being. Okay. So next slide. It's talking about what is happening right now. See what is happening because of this pandemic. Of course, because of this pandemic, it is really, really massive impacts to all of us. None is excluded. So even the World Bank has not, this is what we call as unprecedented phenomena. You see, it does not happen before. Even it is the worst recession in the last 80 years. So that is why those who have still living, they cannot tell, because it was 100 years ago. You see, actually it already happened about 100 years ago, but it's coming here to this kind of pandemic, but different kind of pandemic. So this kind, it is the worst scenario that we have seen for the last 100 years before. So whatever that we have, whatever that the economies or whoever the strategies in life, they have predicted, but still they can't predict because this is very uncertain. Okay, unfortunately. So let me tell you about the facts first, talking about Indonesia. So this Indonesian, unfortunately, ranks low among safest country in COVID-19 pandemic. We are talking specifically about this pandemic. This one came out in the headline to Jakarta Post recently. So this is the situation. So in fact, Indonesian has been rated as one of the highest in terms of East Asia, which is outside of China, unfortunately. Yeah, because of that, the consequences is about 7 million are unemployed, and 2 million others have lost their jobs. So the question is whether or not, how do you go about it? Okay, so let's say in terms of specifically, we talk about okay, maybe we go previous also here. Also, this is the trend that the infection of the COVID-19 starting from March, a little bit here, and it goes up to end of May, and recently it goes down to early June. So what is happening to the economics? So most of the business are not run as usual. Most of them are closed. Yeah. So this is the reason why, and unfortunately, East Asia and Pacific, we are the highest in terms of push people into poverty, because you have no job, steady job, and you don't have steady income, very little saving. So it pushes us to the poverty, in fact. So that is the worst scenario, what is happening right now. It is up to the stage that you see that is a very, when I was given this topic last 10 days, talking about how to balance up which one that you think either is it economy is better, be preferred, or most preferred compared to health. Which one is, you have a choice which one that you take. But as a person, I think everyone would say both are equally important, and especially depends on the situation of your stability of your bank account or money that you have. You see, because some people could sustain up when they have lockdown, they could have sustained, they say up to almost, in Malaysia, we have surveyed saying that we could have the MCO, but most people say they could have MCO just up to 2 months. 2 months, they have sufficient money to survive. But after that, they might go hunger. You see, so that is why. So I was so worried. What shall I do here? But I'm so happy. But 2 days before I give this PowerPoint, so I delayed the PowerPoint, Dr. Heru. That was the reason. And then I just understand that last week on the 7th of June, the MCO in Indonesia was just lifted up. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so there's no question now whether which one is more important. But looking at the bigger perspective, so still we want to know which one, either you want to see health or money. Okay, of course, the question, there's no question, actually, both are equally important. But anyway, we just take a look on the survey saying personal as well as in terms of social, which one that they like better. Okay, so from here, from personal perspective, you could see they are equally at the same percentage, that they have 64%, and also for the economy also have 64%. But then in terms of society, it seems that the economy has a little bit of higher weightage. Okay, so that is the survey that we could see. Maybe at that time, the importance of economics is more priority for that. Okay, now take a look on the scenario before pandemic. This is what we call the data that we got. Compared to the neighboring countries, Malaysian, Indonesian, and as well as Singapore and the big player there. You see, of course, Singapore is leading in terms of per capita. and Malaysia somewhere below, and then Indonesia unfortunately is the lowest. I think that is because Indonesia is so huge. You see, Malaysia is only 10% of what you have, the population roughly. We are only having about 35 million population, and you have about 350 million, so 10%. So logically and logistically, you are much better. You are much more difficult to handle. All right. So let's see in terms of healthcare. What do you have? This is, we are talking about per 1,000 population, so that everybody have the same, like comparing apple to apple. So you could see, hospital, you see, South Korea, that's why they are very advanced. You could see that they could easily lift up their MCO. And then China, there, Malaysia is just slowly there. And then critical beds, these two countries are leading. Right, Malaysia is not bad, but when it comes to doctors, Malaysia is considered not bad. Out of 1,000 population, there's only 1.5 doctors. That is the average. And unfortunately, again, Indonesia is only having 0.4, not even one person of a doctor. Okay, let's move on. Can you move the slide? Okay, good. So this is a story. I think Dr. Amrizal has just stated, in order for any country to lift out the MCO, there are certain conditions that they have to take care, they have to comply. So in this case, why Indonesia's got lifted out because of this. Recently, that they have a very good number, quite a good number, those who have cured up to as of 6 June recently. And they also predicted that you have enough facilities, you have enough medical system in terms of hospital, medical staff, isolation, labs, and PPE. It's sufficient up to end of the year. So that is it's okay. See, so they also make sure the government has made the community its citizenship to comply with the health protocol. Yeah, I'll talk more about health protocol later. I think it's also been mentioned by Dr. Amrizal just now. Okay, talking about, because this is the economy saying everything's under control. Is it? Is it really? So the question is whether or not we can balance impossible, or the equation. Can it be done? Okay, okay, the good news is, you see, Indonesian previously, before the pandemic, actually, you guys economically are doing very good. You see, the unemployment is going down. In fact, there was a stage at a juncture there where you are really almost overtaking Malaysia, because at that time, because of the corruption and all, you see, Malaysia is having there's a socially and maybe economically, we are not that good. But here, this is where you are, Indonesia. All right. So this is the situation. But somehow, fortunately, during the pandemic, I think the government is also taking actions. Widodo Jokowi has given timely disbursement for social transfers for the poor and vulnerable. I don't know how much to be exact, but I think you know better, yeah? So you have the tax cut as well as the loan payment relief. So that's, I think, good news for some. And also Widodo also, because there is really a need for you to have the economy to be open up again. So yes, you can, but then you have to follow certain measures, certain protocols. So that is what we call new normal. That is the term of new normal comes in, because life is no longer normal. It was not like last time before the pandemic, where you could always go out wherever you go, whatever that you want to do. You don't have to have a lot of precaution like right now. Okay, so in fact, the Indonesian Health Ministry also given up quite some kind of help in terms of office hygiene. It is disinfected, and then also the time is control time, working hours is lessened. So that's good news for some employees. And then also, this is really, I'm also surprised to find this out, because I don't think Malaysia had it. You have vitamin C, because vitamin C is considered important, especially when you want to boost up your immunity system. Okay, for the Indonesian economic, this is what you have before 2019 Indonesian growth, GDP growth. It was at a percentage of 5% per year. It was in the 2019, but unfortunately, because of this pandemic, it goes down to 2.5%. But you are very confident, positive looking. So they're saying that they're forecasting that your economy, inshallah, by God's willing, it will come up again to, up to 5%. Okay. So how do we stop coronavirus? I think everybody knows about this. So I'll go very, very, very fast about this because somehow it has been explained by Dr. Amrizal just now. All right. Okay. Of course, this is what we call as social distancing, whereby we cannot be close to each other, stand at least 1 meters away, the better. Okay. And then always wash your hand regularly. I think, and then it's not just washing, but you need to have sanitizer. You see, as for now, I think make it a habit. I also had to have my habit to have these two things just at bay. They're very near to you, close to you. Maybe put them in your handbag, the sanitizers, as well as the mask wherever you go out. And here, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, because the idea is we want to take care of each other. So those are the things that you should do, and these are the things that you shouldn't be doing. So of course, there's no more public gathering. Even wedding are also is not encouraged. Wedding are done through online, you see, then, but now maybe it's okay. It's just that the number has been decreased. It's not up to 1,000 last time. Yeah. So in fact, there's a joke from my friend. My friend is about to wed her son. He said, "No, I'm so." She said, "I'm so grateful. You know why? I got to spend less money for the wedding because she does not have to invite a lot of people." So that is one good thing about the pandemic. All right. So me move on to the next one. Okay, this is really important. I think this word or this phrase should be drummed into all of our heads right now. What we are saying is we take care of ourselves. Even in Malaysia, we have kita jaga kita, hashtag kita jaga kita. I don't know whether it's happening in Indonesia as well or not. Because the idea is if you take care of yourself, you could always take care of others. But if you do not take care of others, if you do not take care of yourself, you do not take care of others. In fact, this kind of situation is really critical. If you jeopardize your health, you are burdening the health ministry. You see, there's a lot of people, doctors, the frontliners have to work extra hours. So it is best start from you yourself and start from home. Okay, so especially for those who are high risk, those are considered high risk, those are aging, 60 plus, and those have problems, medical problems, and also who have a compromised immune system. Because they say the idea is just talking about a immune system. That is why I think Jokowi is very smart. You give vitamin C to your citizens. See, because this is in order to make sure that your immune system is strong. So self-care is what we call as a very divine responsibilities. All right. So this is the new normal protocols. Again, be healthy and be clean. And I think there is not much problems to us, especially for the Muslim. You see, as you know, we pray 5 times a day. So 5 times we clean ourselves. So new normal is not be that big problem for us, I think. So clean meaning you whenever you see people or you get out, you must make sure you get into your house and you take shower. And then social distance. And then nowadays, you see pickup deliveries has become a boom. You see, because people are scared to go out, so they just order online. So these are the things that we could see, you could experience during the new normal scenario. All right. So actually, there's quite a number of countries that have lifted out the NCO. So it's back to business again, actually. But those who are innovative, I'm talking about businessmen themselves, you could always think whatever problems that you have, whatever threats that you have, you could change it the other side. Instead of that is a problem, you should think it is an opportunity. You see, because you could switch the business, because business actually depends on the supply and demand. What do people want? You know, surveys has said that now business, those related with computers, internet, online shopping, they are booming right now. You see, so maybe it's time for us, for the businessman, to think of whatever catastrophe, whatever problems that have, they could change that into opportunity or change into brand new kind of business. Okay. Okay, this is the time also as a person and as a good Muslim, as a good person, not necessarily a Muslim, could be anyone. This is the time that we have each other. You see, this is a global crisis. Everyone is infected. So the rich should be helping the poor. So this is the time we show our kindness, our care to others. This is the time we have this new solidarity as a nation, as a person, as a family. You see? So in fact, we are talking about urban poor. I think when you talk about urban poor is the most infected one. You know why? Because they have nothing to do, they have nothing left. But you were to stay in the kampung or in the village or in the town, you could still have do something dependently. You see, you could still have eaten something that you could grow on your own. Unlike in the town, they have no place to do so. So urban poor in this case, or in Malaysia, we call that is the B40 group, is the worst affected in terms of economics. Okay, so next slide. Okay, out of this scenario, this is what we are looking at. We look at most people now work from home. When we work from home, what do? So we have balance of life and work of life. And even as I was driving this morning, I heard on the radio saying that a survey saying that working from home has produced better production. I think it could be true, because to me, I myself, if I work at home, I love working at home. I make sure all the work is done, and at the same time, house chore is also done. You see, we could always balance up our life, make sure it is done properly. So home right now is the greatest workplace of transformation. All right, so this is one biggest new norm scenario that we have out of this pandemic. Okay, Dr. Heru is asking me whether or not, can you tell us a little bit of Malaysian scenario in combating COVID-19? Okay, as you could see, we were praised by the government from Europe, Israel, even US, UK. They were saying we are doing a good job, alhamdulillah, and we were ranked as the first in the world's best healthcare category. So I'll tell you in a moment why we managed to do so. Okay, one thing about that is because, you see, we do have this, I cannot see from here. You see, because, okay, I can do that. Okay, this is what do you call, a statistic that we can see every day. You see the statistic, even when you switch on your TV, you could have this. You could see the numbers of those, how many are infected, how many are hospitalized, how many are at the ICU, and how many deaths that we have. Okay, so fortunately, this one is as of yesterday, 11th of June 2020. So we only have about 51 patients and 31 recovered, and only five are in ICU, and no one is under breathing oxygen ventilator. So fortunately, and most of all, want to know the recovery rate. I remember just now, Dr. Amrizal mentioned that you guys, and also more or less with the same percentage of recovery rate, that is 64, yours is 64, right? 64% something. Unfortunately, in Malaysia right now, up to yesterday, our recovery rate, those are infected, is 84.4%. So Alhamdulillah. So now I would like you to listen to this, what do you call?
Journey around the world to see the mysterious northern
This is the video which is goes viral all over the world.
Imagine your country is going through a huge political crisis. You have a new leader and several states have new governments. To add to this, not only is your country facing political crisis, but also economical, health, and defense. And then the worst thing that could ever happen happens. The coronavirus hits Malaysia. Malaysia was in some serious trouble. But don't you ever underestimate the power of Malaysians. Here are 15 ways that Malaysia did the impossible. Number 15, donations and volunteer organizations. So many people volunteered and so many organizations helped out. For example, Amaret provided healthcare workers with food, AC units, and raised over 3 million ringgit for medical supplies. Number 14, top doctor. Dr. Nur Hussam Abdullah has been ranked one of the top doctors in the entire world at fighting the coronavirus. And not only does he present accurate facts, he's able to do it in a way that gathers support and also keeps people calm as he does it. Number 13, the movement control order and the enhanced movement control order. These things are not easy to pull off, and it took so many people in different organizations to work together to have them work. Number 12, indirect volunteers. There are so many people that helped out and volunteered and did so many different things like food delivery. Number 11, building temporary hospitals. Malaysia was able to build temporary hospitals very efficiently and quickly. For example, the largest agro park in Asia was able to be built into a hospital in 3 days. Number 10, the Udrekh cluster. The Udrekh cluster complied with any order from MOH, and they never complained, even though they had to wait long hours in the heat. Number 9, banks. Banks lent to the borrowers for 6 months. Number 8, universities. Universities allowed students to stay for free and provided them food as well. Number 7, stipends. Nearly 4 million homes received up to 1,600 ringgit. Number 6, ignored politics. Opposition leaders came together and forgot about politics for the good of Malaysia. Now that is really cool. Number 5, protecting the most vulnerable. Malaysia did a great job in protecting those that were most vulnerable, homeless and foreign workers. They were put in public halls and provided a tent. Number 4, Malaysians returning home. Malaysians returning home from overseas were provided a free hotel, free food, and COVID-19 testing during their 2-week quarantine. Number 3, respect for frontline workers. I've never seen so much respect and love for frontline workers. It was so beautiful to see all the support Malaysians gave to the frontline workers. Number 2, fixing the PPE shortage for frontline workers. At the beginning of the crisis, there wasn't enough PPE for all the frontline workers, and so Malaysians took it on themselves. For example, a fashion designer realized she had a skill set that could be very valuable, and so she took the initiative to organize an entire team to make PPE. Prisoners made PPE, college students made PPE, even a Malaysian born with no arms didn't let that stop her from making PPE. And number 1, most important, is teamwork. It didn't matter if you're a celebrity or an average person. It didn't matter your social status. It didn't matter your gender, your religion, your ethnicity. All Malaysians came together for the better of Malaysia. And that's how Malaysia was able to do the impossible, to go from a country to have 3 times more cases than any other country in Southeast Asia to now be one of the safest countries in the entire world.
Thank you, Mr. Dustin Hoofler. Okay, for your information, Dustin Hoofler is by profession, he is a surgeon, dental surgeon in Canada. Okay, this video has become viral once he has said it out. Okay, so now I think that would answer your question, Dr. Heru, asking me how did, in terms of Malaysian scenario, how do we combat COVID-19? So now I'm sharing my video again. Okay, I would move on while my technician is working on it. Okay, for the next one, what is the new normal right after this? So anyway, do not worry. I have spent 30 minutes so far. So I only have 2 more slides to go. So all in all, what do Malaysians have done, as stated by Dr. Amrizal just now, everybody has to take care of yourself. You see, it's not just the individual, the government, the private sector, but in this case, Malaysian as an individual, the poor, the rich, those who can do it, who cannot do it, whatever, regardless of profession that they are, regardless of ethnicity, and regardless of the political opinion, we are all together in combating fighting out the COVID-19. Right? So the last questions that is asked by Dr. Heru is, how is it like to have the new normal in the organizational behavior? So this is what we pictured out. This is the one that I read, because I can't predict what's in future, you see. So this is a bit slowly is already happening. So you can see that the office is no longer crowded. So I think the employees goes down up to 50% right now. 50% the employees, you see. Then people are practicing social distancing. So even though we need to come to Unicel, I come to my office, I have to go through a lot of procedures. My temperature is being taken out, and then also make sure our hands are sanitized, clean. So those are the things that we need to do. And of course, now jobs are done remotely. We do not have it in the office most of the time, and we have scheduled it. Yeah, we have scheduled from time to time. And you do not worry right now, because of course, now I think things are getting better right now. Those are unemployed are really worried, because the economy, inshallah, by crook, it will come out again. As a good Muslim was saying, that whatever hardship that we are having right now, inshallah, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. All right, there's always whatever that's blessing in disguise. So whatever problem that we have, so long that we understand that and we know how to go about that, we embrace the challenges and do follow all the protocol. That is what is being asked by the government. Being a good person, inshallah, everybody would have a balanced health as well as balanced economics for their life. So again, I think this pandemic actually is giving us a wake-up call for everyone. What have we done wrong so far? You see, it is undoubtedly that we have done a lot of damage to our environment. You could see now, because of this pandemic, the environment become a bit cleaner, and then the carbon dioxide is much less. And I was told in Kuala Lumpur, we have one big river, we call it Sungai Klang River, and it was the wastage, it is down up to 45% without doing nothing about that. So that is something that to be grateful. And also in terms of relationships between we ourselves, we as stick to the family, we stay home more often, and this is the time that we know our family is much better and we work together. at home, praying together, inshallah. So this is the beauty of the pandemic situations. All right. So I think whenever we go to office, also there is less traffic. Alhamdulillah. So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful, and I'm so happy to go to office without suffering myself to go through the contestants. So I think this is it. So how the question again, how would you balance up your life? Again, it depends on your situation. So whatever it is, whatever, because there is a question people say when I read out, is it okay for you being healthy and yet you got nothing to eat? You see? So of course, in that case, you got to get out and get some money and bring food to the table of your house. So this is it. So hopefully, you must be positive. Whatever that we are having right now, Allah is the best planner. He does it for good reasons. So nothing is coincidental in this life. With that, I thank you, everyone. I think you enjoy my speech for today. That's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for the presentation. Very good to know how Malaysia taking care of the crisis. So now Malaysia become one of the safest countries in the world, right?
Yeah, they say so. I didn't say that.
Thank you, Doctor. Okay, lastly, we have Mr. Udrekh, PhD. He is Director of Disaster Management System, BNPB. Okay, Mr. Udrekh.
Ya, baik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih banyak atas kesempatan yang diberikan kepada saya. Saya minta maaf, saya tidak berbicara di dalam bahasa Inggris karena saya pikir kita semua bisa paham juga tadi kalau misalnya dibicarakan dalam bahasa Malaysia. Kami sangat menikmati sekali tadi apa yang disampaikan baik oleh Pak Amrizal dan Bu Nur. Dan kita bisa belajar dari Malaysia bagaimana mereka bisa menjalani hidup bersama COVID dan memperbaiki kondisi dengan cukup baik. Untuk itu saya akan mencoba untuk mempresentasikan apa yang ada pada rencana yang dibangun oleh pemerintah Republik Indonesia pada saat ini. Sebentar saya akan coba share screen. Perkenalkan, nama saya Udrekh, asli orang Minang. Sesuai dengan namanya yang memang biasanya orang Minang banyak yang memiliki nama yang cukup lucu, unik, seperti halnya juga nama saya. Saya berasal dari Bukit Tinggi dan sekarang saya bekerja di BNPB, Badan Nasional Penanggulangan Bencana, sebagai Direktur Sistem Penanggulangan Bencana. Dan saat ini untuk COVID, saya bertanggung jawab di bidang perencanaan dan analisis situasi gugus tugas percepatan penanganan COVID-19. Hari ini saya mencoba untuk menggambarkan memang kondisi kita masih sangat jauh sekali dengan kondisi yang ada di Malaysia, negara tetangga kita. Kondisi terakhir yang mungkin juga mempersulit kondisi kita adalah pada saat kita menjalani Idul Fitri, yang selanjutnya juga masih banyak orang yang akhirnya melakukan kegiatan perpindahan dari satu daerah ke daerah yang lain, yang menyebabkan meningkatnya kembali proses penyebaran virus ini, tidak hanya di Pulau Jawa tapi juga di daerah lain. Ini mungkin kondisi yang juga cukup memprihatinkan buat kita saat kondisi saat ini ya. Ini adalah data yang kalau kita bandingkan kondisi di mana di gambar ini yang hijau itu adalah daerah yang tidak terdampak, kuning itu adalah rendah, oranye itu sedang, dan yang merah adalah risiko tinggi. Dalam waktu yang cukup singkat, kalau kita lihat tanggal 26 April sampai 7 Juni, itu terjadi perubahan yang sangat signifikan sekali. Kalau kita lihat bahwa pada tanggal 26 April itu masih banyak wilayah yang hijau, dan episentrumnya boleh dibilang memang terpusat di Jakarta dan beberapa daerah di Pulau Jawa. Tapi pada saat ini, pada tanggal 7 Juni, misalnya data menunjukkan kalau misalnya ini level kecamatan kita menghitungnya, kondisinya sudah mayoritas di warna merah dan kuning. Ini hal yang memang mau nggak mau harus kita pikirkan dengan baik. Ini dari data yang kita lihat sebenarnya kondisi Indonesia sama sekali belum bisa menunjukkan adanya kasus yang menurun. Jadi sampai saat ini bahkan puncak pertama pun belum kita lewati pada dasarnya. Akan tetapi mungkin hal yang sudah kita upayakan dalam mempersiapkan infrastruktur kesehatan dan proses pemeriksaan sudah memberikan hasil yang cukup baik dari sisi bahwa jumlah orang yang sembuh saat ini sudah semakin tinggi dan juga jumlah kematian pada dasarnya cukup turun. Nah, satu hal yang mungkin kita perlu perhatikan bersama di gambar ini, seperti yang kita ketahui pada di awal-awal kejadian ini, boleh dibilang pertumbuhan yang cepat itu hanya terjadi di Jakarta atau Jabodetabek. Di awal-awal April ini kalau kita lihat, mohon maaf, itu jumlah kontribusi dari Jakarta itu sampai kepada 50% pada tanggal 5 April 2020 dari total nasional yang ada. Pada tanggal 9 Juni sebenarnya kalau kita dilihat hanya tinggal 25,4% yang disebabkan oleh kejadian kasus yang terjadi di Jakarta. Ini pun Jakarta juga memiliki perhitungan di mana seperti yang kita ketahui bahwa Wisma Atlet itu jadi salah satu yang diperhitungkan sebagai kontribusi bagi Jakarta. Nah, ini dua hal dari yang kita lihat baik gambar ini sebenarnya dengan artinya bahwa sekarang itu epicentrumnya sudah hampir merata di pulau baik Kalimantan, Sumatera maupun Jawa maupun Sulawesi, dan di satu sisi juga kita melihat bahwa memang persentase kontribusi dari DKI Jakarta itu sudah jauh menurun dibandingkan total yang ada. Artinya memang dari tempat yang lain itu memang secara signifikan. Ini juga satu hal yang juga memang masih kita lihat bahwa kenyataan yang masih belum bisa kita atasi, bahwa kalau contoh di 3 contoh daerah yang di Asia ini, kita bisa melihat bahwa Korea Utara sudah mengalami puncak pertama yang sangat tinggi itu, tetapi langsung mengalami proses penurunan maupun yang ada di Filipina. Mohon maaf tadi saya tidak mencoba untuk mengambil perbandingan dengan yang di Malaysia. Sementara kalau kita lihat di Indonesia pada dasarnya masih belum, tapi ada satu hal yang juga perlu kita amati bahwa kondisi di Korea maupun di beberapa tempat yang lainnya itu ini sudah Filipina kalau kita lihat sudah ada lagi puncak yang baru, dan daerah Korea maupun yang terjadi di Perancis misalnya pada saat mulai dilakukan pelonggaran atau kalau kita bilang di sini adalah new normal, dia kembali naik lagi. Jadi sebenarnya kita perlu memperhatikan dengan sungguh-sungguh bagaimana kita menjalankan protokol kesehatan pada saat sekarang kita mulai melangkah kepada upaya yang sebenarnya memang menjadi sulit. Ini yang sempat merebak ya kemarin ini juga, makanya yang saya sampaikan bahwa di Perancis itu pada saat baru seminggu saja sekolah dibuka sudah 70 anak di Perancis langsung terpapar COVID-19. Dan kita pada saat kemarin banyak hal yang menunjukkan bagaimana kita tidak bisa menjalankan ini dengan baik, dan itu menimbulkan kekhawatiran dan kekecewaan dari berbagai macam pihak. Dan ini juga yang terjadi di Korea Selatan. Kalau kita lihat, Korea Selatan pun memiliki permasalahan pada saat mereka mulai melakukan pelonggaran, padahal kalau dari segi kepatuhan dalam menjalankan peraturan protokol kesehatan mereka mungkin jauh lebih baik dari kita. Tapi salah satu yang mungkin menjadi permasalahan buat kita sekarang adalah adanya permasalahan yang juga tidak kalah rumitnya, yaitu permasalahan ekonomi, di mana dari kajian-kajian yang dilakukan itu kita juga sudah banyak sekali yang terkena PHK, dan beberapa perusahaan kita dalam jumlah cukup besar sebenarnya hanya mampu bertahan sekitar 6 bulan. Selain juga mungkin kita akan mengalami permasalahan yang terkait dengan hal yang berhubungan dengan ketahanan pangan. Ini yang beberapa poin yang menjadi bahan pertimbangan pemerintah. Kenapa lalu pemerintah mencoba untuk mengambil langkah-langkah yang kita sebutkan sebagai sekarang ini sebagai pola masyarakat produktif yang aman COVID. Artinya kita tetap sebenarnya tidak menginginkan tentunya proses upaya kita untuk memutus rantai penularan ini berhenti, disebabkan karena kita mencoba menekankan atau fokus kepada permasalahan ekonomi. Maka inilah yang sekarang kita coba lakukan sebenarnya. Jadi ada masalah yang terkait dengan persepsi risiko kita dan juga ada permasalahan yang ada di beban sosial. Kedua hal ini nggak bisa kita lepaskan satu persatu karena kalau kita lihat sekarang ini keinginan misalnya dari sekolah untuk segera dibuka disebabkan oleh proses pembelajaran yang tidak terlalu mudah dilakukan melalui proses belajar lewat internet, dan di satu sisi juga sudah timbulnya kebosanan dan bahkan dari kajian yang dilakukan oleh beberapa kementerian, tingkat KDRT saat ini sudah semakin meningkat dengan tingginya tingkat stres masyarakat. Jadi kita mencoba untuk berpikir bagaimana sekarang ini untuk mencoba untuk menyeimbangkan antara permasalahan upaya kita memutus rantai COVID maupun upaya kita dalam mempertimbangkan permasalahan sosial. Karena bagaimanapun juga kondisi Indonesia yang sangat luas dengan berbagai macam kultur yang ada, dengan pulau yang sedemikian banyak, tingkat kompleksitasnya tidak bisa disamakan dengan negara-negara yang dengan faktor geografis maupun budaya dan lain sebagainya, poleksosbutnya tidak serumit yang kita miliki. Nah, ini yang sebenarnya berusaha keras untuk dilakukan oleh gugus tugas pada saat ini, berusaha untuk hati-hati dalam mempertimbangkan upaya untuk menjalankan konsep masyarakat produktif yang aman COVID. Artinya ini ada 5 tahapan yang kita lakukan, ada prakondisi, timing, prioritas, koordinasi pusat dan daerah, dan monitoring dan evaluasi. Artinya sebenarnya proses pembukaan itu tidak semata-mata bisa kita buka tanpa kita memahami kondisi masing-masing daerah akan kesiapan dia. Ini kalau kita lihat dari yang strategi pelaksanaannya, kalau kita lihat ini dari pengendalian sampai nanti usaha yang dilakukan itu tidak mudah sebenarnya bagaimana kita mencoba untuk mengambil keputusan per daerah itu untuk dilakukan pembukaan. Dan pada dasarnya tahapan ini akan menyebabkan kita mencoba untuk memilih, mencoba membuka dengan pertimbangan-pertimbangan protokol kesehatan yang apabila itu tidak terpenuhi di suatu daerah, maka dia akan mengalami pengetatan kembali, dievaluasi kembali, dicoba diperbaiki kembali, baru nanti apabila memang kondisi secara epidemiologis dengan meningkatkan kapasitas kesehatan dan lain sebagainya, dan terutama tentunya adalah pola masyarakat yang tadi sudah disampaikan oleh rekan-rekan kita dari Malaysia, kita perlu mempertimbangkan secara sungguh-sungguh permasalahan pola hidup, budaya hidup, ketaatan kita kepada peraturan, sehingga upaya kita ini segera bisa terrealisasi untuk menjadi lebih baik. Nah, 3 ini adalah parameter yang utama yang sebenarnya kita pertimbangkan berdasarkan juga ini adalah data yang sebenarnya standar yang kita inikan dari WHO. Jadi ada epidemiologi, ada masalah public health, dan health facility. Jadi tetap yang namanya protokol kesehatan adalah pertimbangan paling mendasar dari upaya kita untuk membuka, untuk memutus mata rantai penularan. Ini yang dilakukan oleh Kementerian Ekuin. Jadi kita sebenarnya sekarang berusaha untuk menggabungkan seluruh usulan, upaya-upaya yang diusulkan oleh berbagai macam kementerian untuk bisa menyelesaikan permasalahan ini sebaik-baiknya. Jadi kita tidak akan melakukan pembukaan secara keseluruhan, tetapi akan mempertimbangkan per daerah sebenarnya. Nah, ini juga yang salah satu menjadi bahan pertimbangan yang dilakukan, perhitungan ini dilakukan oleh Bappenas. Jadi di sini adalah sebenarnya kurva RT istilahnya, di mana nilai 1 itu menunjukkan adalah nih seberapa bahwa satu orang itu memiliki potensi untuk menularkan kepada satu orang. Jadi sebenarnya nilai 1 adalah sebuah nilai patokan kita untuk menjadikan salah satu pertimbangan sebuah daerah itu bisa kita buka atau tidak. Ini salah satu parameter saja yang juga menjadi bahan perhitungan kita. Lalu maka yang kita lakukan sekarang tadi, kalau kita lihat dari 5 tahapan yang ada, itu tidak benar-benar tidak mudah untuk kita lakukan. Jadi kemarin itu kita mencoba untuk memfokuskan kepada 4 kriteria sebenarnya. Yang pertama itu maksudnya bahwa 1, kita mencoba untuk fokus kepada daerah yang dalam hitungan cukup lama, itu daerah itu tidak sama sekali ada permasalahan COVID di situ. Jadi istilahnya zona hijau. Zona hijau ini dihitung dinilai misalnya bahwa dalam 14 hari satu daerah itu benar-benar tidak ada lagi kasus yang terjadi. Ini setelah kita petakan berdasarkan data yang masuk ke dalam sistem kita lalu mencoba untuk melakukan asesmen kesiapan setiap daerah, itu kita melakukan komunikasi langsung kepada pemerintah daerah. Menanyakan satu, apakah mereka siap untuk untuk melakukan proses tahapan ke tahapan yang berikutnya atau ada kebijakan yang lainnya. Dan kita juga mencoba untuk melakukan kajian melalui media monitoring untuk menangkap aspirasi masyarakat agar benar-benar bisa kita pahami. Jadi di satu sisi jelas masalah komunikasi ini menjadi salah satu yang memang harus kita perbaiki secara sungguh-sungguh sehingga banyak hal itu bisa terkomunikasikan dan dipahami dengan tepat. Jadi tidak memiliki sebuah perbedaan dari perspektif berpikir masyarakat. Satu hal lagi adalah, di akhir kegiatan ini sebenarnya, jadi kalau kita lihat tadi ya, tadi saya baru menyampaikan bahwa satu, penilaian dari permasalahan di daerah hijau. Yang kedua, kita juga mencoba untuk menilai dari kesiapan, terutama untuk daerah-daerah yang sifatnya pulau ya, karena daerah-daerah yang sifatnya pulau ini sebenarnya memiliki potensi untuk bisa diselesaikan permasalahannya segera, karena proses perpindahan orangnya bisa kita atasi, dan itu juga kita mencoba untuk mempertimbangkan bagaimana tingkat kepatuhan masyarakat lokal di setiap daerah itu. Beberapa contoh kasus sebenarnya misalnya yang ada di Kepulauan Riau misalnya, atau misalnya yang ada di Bali. Bali itu walaupun tingkatnya juga tidak terlalu rendah, tapi mereka berhasil menekan tingkat kematian yang tidak berubah dari sampai sekarang jumlahnya sesuai dengan kondisi awal. Jadi nggak salah hanya ada 4 dan itu tetap bertahan sampai di situ. Jadi itu salah satu yang juga menjadi pertimbangan, termasuk pertimbangan terhadap daerah-daerah yang memang memiliki kemampuan untuk bisa menjadi sumber pendapatan negara secara signifikan. Ada salah satu contoh misalnya yang Jababeka. Jababeka itu adalah pusat industri kita yang walaupun dia berada di daerah zona yang cukup berat, merah atau oranye, tetapi Jababeka sendiri sampai saat ini misalnya mampu untuk mempertahankan kondisi mereka bahwa mereka bisa dapat bekerja tanpa ada karyawan mereka yang tertular. Jadi mereka sudah punya protokol kesehatan yang sangat baik dalam menjalankan itu sehingga mereka tetap bisa melakukan proses bekerja itu dengan dalam kondisi yang baik. Dan yang berikutnya adalah selain itu kita mencoba memang mengupayakan untuk daerah-daerah yang memang walaupun dia masih ada kasus, tetapi dia memiliki kemampuan untuk bisa mengatasi permasalahan itu karena adanya fasilitas-fasilitas kesehatan yang sudah cukup memadai. Sebenarnya fokus kita juga ada pada Jakarta yang dari segi kurva epidemiologi sebenarnya kemarin sempat mengalami kondisi yang sangat baik. Jumlah ketersediaan tempat tidur yang biasanya pasien itu membludak sekarang sebenarnya sudah mengalami penurunan sampai di level 50%. Tapi belakangan juga dengan semakin tidak patuhnya kita sebagai masyarakat juga jadi mengalami peningkatan kembali di beberapa saat ini. Jadi hal ini yang kita coba pikirkan Bapak-bapak dan Ibu-ibu sekalian, bagaimanapun juga kalau saya melihat ini kan kita harus mencoba berpikir secara bersama. Jadi bahwa beban tanggung jawab ini harus kita pertimbangkan bersama dengan tentunya penentuan yang tertinggi ada pada bagaimana kita sebagai masyarakat mampu mematuhi protokol kesehatan sehingga dalam waktu yang lebih cepat itu proses kita untuk kembali ke dalam kehidupan normal ini bisa terjadi. Apabila ini tidak bisa kita lakukan, kepatuhan kita juga tetap tidak kita jalankan, maka akan menjadi sulit. Oleh karena itu dalam pola kehidupan yang mau istilahnya normal baru, tapi kalau kita sekarang mengistilahkan masyarakat produktif dan aman COVID ini adalah pada dasarnya penguatan kita pada protokol kesehatannya harus benar-benar sungguh-sungguh. Misalnya ada salah satu contoh yang sekarang ini kita misalnya sudah lama sekali kita tidak potong rambut. Beberapa usaha potong rambut sekarang mencoba mempergunakan protokol kesehatan ini secara kreatif dengan memakai APD, meminta orang mencuci tangan dan mengganti yang dipakai itu hanya untuk misalnya 1 kali pakai dan harus dicuci dan lain sebagainya. Jadi pola ini yang sebenarnya perlu kita robah dan mari kita coba patuhi, terlepas dari apapun kekurangan kita saat ini. Pada dasarnya mungkin Bapak-Bapak dan Ibu-Ibu juga paham ya, Pak Doni, ya warga kita dari Sumatera Barat juga itu sudah 3 bulan tidak pulang demi mendedikasikan dirinya menyelesaikan permasalahan yang tidak mudah ini. Kami juga di BNPB nyaris tidak ada waktu libur, paling di 1 hari dalam 1 minggu, sekalipun libur hari tanggal merah pun kami tetap harus berusaha bekerja. Untuk itu marilah kita, pesan kami sekali lagi, marilah kita secara bersama-sama, bahu-membahu, untuk bisa menyeimbangkan permasalahan ini dalam kondisi yang baru, supaya kita memang bisa mempertahankan yang sakit itu bisa sembuh, yang sehat akan tetap sehat, kita hidup produktif, tapi dalam keadaan yang aman COVID. Kira-kira itu yang bisa saya sampaikan pada kesempatan kali ini. Mohon maaf apabila ada kekurangan. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, terima kasih banyak Pak Udrekh untuk presentasinya. Okay, now let's proceed to Q&A session. First question for ini untuk Bapak Udrekh. Ada pertanyaan untuk Bapak Udrekh.
Ya.
Nah, ini pertanyaannya dari Said Maulana Ibrahim dari Universitas Negeri Malang. Jadi pertanyaannya begini, Pak. Bagaimana jika di pandemi COVID-19 ini terjadi bencana seperti banjir? Nah, kira-kira bagaimana pihak BNPB mengevaluasi warga yang terisolir seperti itu? Sementara salah satu tindakan preventif WHO untuk mencegah transmisi COVID-19 itu dengan melakukan physical distancing. Nah, demikian pertanyaannya. Mungkin mohon penjelasannya Bapak Udrekh.
Ya, baik Pak, saya coba jelaskan. Ya, ini collateral damage ini menjadi salah satu pertimbangan yang memang sulit kita jalani, dan pada saat COVID-19 ini itu tidak 1 kali 2 kali kejadian yang sudah ada, itu sudah beberapa kali juga terjadi di beberapa daerah, di mana kita jadi apakah kasusnya longsor, banjir, dan lain sebagainya, menjadi memang sulit bagi kita untuk bisa mengatasi itu. Di satu sisi tadi sebenarnya Ibu Nur menjelaskan hal yang sangat menarik tentang COVID-19 itu. Bahwa di balik segala kesulitan yang kita alami dari COVID-19 ini, kita sebenarnya mengalami sebuah proses yang kalau kita jalani dengan baik, dia akan bisa merubah perilaku kita dalam banyak hal, termasuk bagaimana kita memperlakukan alam. Sekarang ini lambat laun sebenarnya mungkin permasalahan yang di awal-awal kita alami kan misalnya adalah kita kekurangan APD, kita tidak memiliki PCR, kita kayak rapid test, saya sebenarnya tidak terlalu merekomendasikan rapid test kecuali kalau misalnya kita bisa mendapatkan yang memang hasil ukurannya ini. Fasilitas kesehatan kita tidak memadai. Ini akan mempersulit kita untuk bisa menyelesaikan permasalahan pada saat bencana COVID-19, lalu ada bencana yang lain. Tapi di satu sisi sebenarnya kalau kita mau hitung-hitung dibilang sukar, itu tidak terlalu sukar ya sebenarnya ya. Maksud saya adalah bahwa karena memang rumus protokol itu kalau saya sih 4 ya, nggak 3. Itu kan memang pada intinya adalah jaga jarak, cuci tangan, pakai masker. Kalau saya menambahkan bahwa kita tidak menyentuh wajah sebelum kita mencuci tangan kita. Dengan sekarang sebenarnya kita berusaha untuk melengkapi berbagai macam institusi yang memang perlu melakukan upaya pertolongan itu dengan peralatan yang bisa memenuhi protokol COVID-19. Memang yang paling penting kalau di kasus ini, karena kita mungkin agak sukar untuk bisa menghindari proses jaga jarak, adalah kita harus memiliki APD. Nah sebenarnya kalau kita masing-masing, misalnya nih kita kena banjir, tetapi kita berusaha untuk tetap bertahan dengan mempergunakan masing-masing mempergunakan masker, itu persentase penularannya itu akan sangat sulit. Tinggal nanti bagaimana yang menolong itu itu harus bisa memiliki fasilitas untuk APD yang memungkinkan kita untuk bisa menolong orang dari proses persentuhan. Itu yang paling ini kita lakukan. Dan sebenarnya sekarang kan kita sudah punya banyak sekali memanfaatkan yang shield ya. Jadi artinya sebenarnya mungkin pakaian atau tangan kita mungkin masih bisa bersentuhan, tetapi kita pakai yang kayak helm itu. Jadi kalau misalnya sekarang kita bisa bertahan untuk membantu orang, lalu segera kita melakukan proses cuci tangan, tapi memang perlu berhati-hati dengan baju, itu menjadi sangat penting. Di satu sisi jelas fasilitas kesehatan sangat mutlak ya kita lakukan, dan memang mau nggak mau pada saat misalnya kita melakukan proses evakuasi dan lain sebagainya, protokol kesehatan itu di tempat pengungsian misalnya tetap harus kita penuhi. Ini memang menjadi sebuah kendala yang besar yang sekarang ini kami juga sedang mencoba membuat protokol-protokol yang ada untuk kondisi COVID plus bencana yang lainnya. Kira-kira itu yang bisa saya sampaikan. Terima kasih.
Nah, semoga ini bisa menjawab apa yang ditanyakan oleh Bapak Said Maulana tadi ya. Okay, next question for Dr. Azilah. Dr. So this question is from Dr. Aulia Rosana Sution from Medan Area University, North Sumatra. So the question is, Malaysia has implemented a strict restricting in its whole territory, which has succeeded in reducing the people who affected by COVID-19. So how is the key strategy and effort by Malaysian government to handle COVID-19 so that can be implemented in Indonesia? Okay, Doctor?
Okay. All right, first of all, thank you for the one who asked questions. This one specifically asking about Malaysian government, how do they react to that? Again, I think this is not just the government alone cannot make it happen, because it comes from everybody's effort. Each and individual Malaysian has contributed a little bit of whatever that we can help out. You see, but of course, the government plays a very important role, because you see, we just have the government change. And this is the time previously we are so tired of the crisis that we have, the political disagreement. So when it comes to a new one, and suddenly the pandemic comes in, and then this is it. So we have, and so happen also we get a very good healthcare. Even in fact, before the pandemic also, we are also nominated in the year of 2019. In fact, before the pandemic, Malaysian is already considered as one of the best healthcare provider. So, and it is led by the Director General, Dr. Isham, and he's so smart. So that there are ways of doing it. So every day they have a meeting. So also we are very well informed. You see, when we switch on the TV, we already know what is going to happen. And every day, from time to time, we have bulletin utama, I mean the prime news, you see, so we know what's going on, how many have been infected, from which cluster that they come from, and then how many in ICU. And at the same time, the Director General also tell us what to do, especially when it comes to the health protocol. So it's really scare us, especially when the number has spikes out, you see. So even actually when MCO, the movement control order, was just been implemented, for the first few days, Malaysians also do not really understand about that. But then once it was informed on TV how bad it was, what happened to Italy. You see, Italy also have the same procedures, but then didn't follow. So and then at that time, the numbers become really, really worse. So we learn from the lesson. So we do not want to become like Italy. So because I think social media play a very important role. So we watch TV, WhatsApp, internet. So we are quite literate, so in order to take care of others. And you see, the story, like, it's a very heart-wrenching stories about how the frontliners have worked out. You see, we have a lot of videos has been viral. There are one that, I think two, the most important one. See, one talking about, they showed COVID-19 patient who has died, and then the funeral was only about 3 or 4 members can attend to that funeral. You see, they took a story from the hospital and goes to the graveyard, and it was really, and it comes with the music. It's really, really, really touching. So we thought we do not want that kind of thing happens. And also the frontliners, the frontliners, children, the nurses' children. In fact, they make a video, tell others, please stay at home, because we didn't see our mothers for quite some time. And it brought tears to all the Malaysians. It's really, I mean, this kind of social media is really affects us. So it gives us really a good warning to all of us that, hey, you got to take care of yourself so that you won't be burdensome to others. Pity on others, they have to separate with their families just because of you. You see, then they are also, a lot of virals came out, how tough the frontliners have to deal with the patient. You see, they have to wear that PPE. That PPE is really tough, It takes about, I think in order for them to wear that, it takes about at least 15 minutes. And it is very heavy. It is very hot. You perspire all the time. And it really pities them, you see. So that is why I think Malaysians are quite very considerate, and we have a platform to donate to others. So every morning and even every day, the crawler on TV saying that this bank or whatever association, you could always donate to this for the COVID patient. So we all do our parts, alhamdulillah. Right?
Is there any advice for Indonesia?
For now?
Advice for Indonesia?
Again? Advice for Indonesia? Yeah, Indonesia is also good, but then it should have behaved better, slightly better. Right? So as I think Mr. Udrekh has stated just now, it's quite easy actually. So long that you have social distancing, you practice hygiene, you'll be fine, inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor. I hope it answers your question, Dr. Rosa. Okay, now this question is for Dr. Amrizal. This question is coming from Agus Marshaf. The question is there any win-win solution in dealing with COVID-19 between health and the economy? Applies, there are some games. One party is happy and the other party is suffering. Okay, this question is for Dr. Amrizal.
Yeah, thank you for someone asked me regarding what are the win-win solution. Yeah, win solutions between the for what we call combating the COVID-19. Yeah, I think the win-win solutions. Yeah, the economic, the new normal, everyone. Yeah, either the health sector. Yeah, the COVID-19. Yeah, can be reduce the number of new cases, the number of COVID-19 patients treated in hospital reduce, and also more patients recovered. Yeah? And then the economy, yeah, sectors, yeah, gradually, yeah, step by step, yeah, opening, yeah. Opening, yes, step by step, and then social activities can open step by step. So I think because I'm not the economics, yeah, I think for the win-win solutions, both if we move to the new normal, yeah, seriously, we have to follow the standard for what we call we have to follow this the internal standard, yeah, for reopening, yeah, or we go to the normal, yeah, we go to the normal. So we have to follow the standard, yeah, the international nets produced by WHO and also by the other institution in UN, yeah, in UN, how we run, yeah, we opened the business sectors, yeah, and then in the same time, prevention, infection control can run together, parallel. So I think the win-win solution meaning that solution meaning that the health sectors can open gradually, step by step, but still maintain the health safety protocol. That's all. This is the solution. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Amrizal, for the answer. I hope it answer your question, Bapak Ages. Okay, this is interesting question from Rido from Universitas Dharma Andalas. This question is for all the speaker. I would like to ask question about children's vulnerability for facing new normal. Currently, Commission of Child Protection in Indonesia has already shown that 80% of schools are not ready for facing new normal. In this case, the supporting facility is still not good enough for accommodate health protocol. So based on the data, how should the society respond to the risk rate on children? Is it safe to go back to school? What should government do to speed up and support every school and the second outbreak of virus in Indonesia can be controlled, especially toward children? So that the questions maybe for the first response, Dr. Amrizal, can you please answer the question?
Okay. Okay, so we learned from the South Korea. South Korea, if I'm not mistaken, after opening the new normal, 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks, yeah. So after that, yeah, they what we call some of the students, yeah, the school children, yeah, get the COVID-19, yeah, positive, and so after 2 weeks, and then they close again, yeah, the school. Okay, so what are the guidance, yeah, the guidance for opening, yeah, the school, yeah, the school. So the WHO have the what we call the recommendation, yeah, recommendation. If we open the school in the new normal stations, so we have to be very, very careful, yeah, regarding what we call spreading, yeah, spreading of the COVID-19. Meaning that we have to follow, yeah, standard health safety, yeah, protocol if we want to, yeah, to open the school. So we cannot open, yeah, like previous or before COVID-19. Cannot. Yeah. What we learned from the Hong Kong, eh? You know Hong Kong? Jadi Hong Kong and Taiwan, eh? They try to open in the normal, yeah, but they limit, yeah, the limit of number of student, yeah, student only 30%, 30%, yeah, to enter the school, and then in the school, in the classroom, they provide, yeah, they provide the social distancing, physical distancing, yeah, physical distancing. Every student wear the face mask, yeah, face mask, and they follow the health safety protocol. But Hong Kong and Taiwan is quite successful to open gradually, yeah, the school. I think we have to follow what are the guidelines from the WHO. in terms of the health safety protocol.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Okay, Dr. Azilah, can you please respond the question?
All right. Okay. When it comes to letting the school children coming back to school, it's a very what do you call sensitive, because you got to think of all the situations. I don't know. You are referring here to the children. How old are they? The small one, or from what age to what age? Because in Malaysia, we are just about to open for the new ones, for the matured students, because we believe they have a strong immunity for those after SMR, if I'm mistaken, for those are the upper sixes, those who age about 20 years old. So they are going to have the class, this class will reopen by the end of this June. So we have not started yet. We are going to start end of the June, but that's only goes to the older matured student. Even in fact, for the university student, we didn't open yet. It was announced then that the online learning, meaning they will stay at home still up to at the end of the year. So we are scared that it might not safe enough just yet to go to schools. You see, when you talk about children, I know this is very sensitive. You're not talking about the children alone, because when you let the children inside of the house, there's somebody must be taking care of them. So let's say both parents are working. So who are going to take care of them? So they are saying here, this is where you need the employers need to be balanced up. Maybe take turns of taking care of the children at home. Maybe alternate works, and then you can scheduling. Flexible flexible working hours is very, very important nowadays. As for now, I'm afraid Malaysian has not started letting the young ones to go to school just yet. All right. Maybe hopefully in future when things are really, really safe. And in fact, I would like to tell everyone, though the MCO, it has been lifted out, we must be very careful. See, we take a lesson from Noah, Nabi Noah, the prophet of Noah. Noah, last time they had a pandemic after the flood. You see, after the flood, it seemed okay, but Noah only get out after he sent birds to get out. You see, the first bird didn't come in back. Until the third bird, then he think it's okay to go out. Then he did. So it is safe for all of us. Though it is safe for now, but we are not really safe. So hopefully, if you can stay at home, you stay at home. Do whatever necessary. It's not just really safe just yet, right? We take care of ourselves. Kita jaga kita. Thank you. All right, Doctor.
Okay.
Back to you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Kepada Bapak Udrekh.
Baik.
Halo Pak Udrekh.
Iya Pak.
Ya, ini ada pertanyaan menarik Pak terkait dengan sekolah, anak sekolah.
Ya, oke.
Jadi ini pertanyaannya dari dosen kami di sini Dharma Andalas. Jadi ini katanya data dari KPAI menjelaskan bahwa hampir 80% itu sekolah belum siap untuk menghadapi new normal. Nah, kira-kira gimana menurut Pak Udrekh? Apakah is it safe to go back to school or how?
Ya, sebenarnya tidak ada satupun keputusan yang kita ambil saat ini itu mudah ya Pak ya. Kalau misalnya sekarang kita melihat dengan Vicon ini itu dari pagi sampai malam kan kita bisa Vicon ya. Ratas dengan presiden, dengan menteri, dengan lain sebagainya itu maraton sekali. Kadang-kadang sudah sampai malam pun itu sampai pagi kita sudah harus menyelesaikan hal yang harus kita laporkan ke presiden untuk besoknya gitu. Untuk urusan pendidikan ini entah sudah meeting yang kesekian kali kita lakukan, saking memang sulitnya untuk mengambil keputusan apakah ini akan dibuka atau tidak dibuka. Kalau pertimbangannya hanya pada satu parameter kesehatan saja, jawabannya jelas sudah mudah kita jawab bahwa kita belum siap untuk membuka sekolah. tetapi dalam pertimbangan-pertimbangan yang lain yang selama ini terjadi diskusi yang alot sebenarnya juga dengan teman-teman pendidikan, ada beberapa hal yang memang menjadikan kita mencoba untuk sebisa mungkin mencari keputusan-keputusan yang menyebabkan kita masih bisa memungkinkan untuk membuka sekolah. Salah satunya adalah faktor kebosanan. Kita juga sudah bisa membayangkan bagaimana dalam waktu 3 bulan ini kita anak-anak itu di rumah terus. Tidak semua rumah juga dalam kondisi yang bagus ya. Jadi banyak yang mungkin memang hidupnya itu berhari-hari hanya di dalam rumah yang tidak memadai. Sementara proses pembelajaran melalui jaringan yang sekarang ini kita lakukan itu tidak semua daerah itu bisa melakukan dengan baik. Terlalu banyak daerah di tempat kita di wilayah-wilayah yang sebenarnya tidak tersedia fasilitas itu. Jadi banyak hal yang memang menjadi bahan pertimbangan. Kemarin kita juga sama mencoba untuk mempertimbangkan sebenarnya ya sekolah yang mana yang sebaiknya bisa kita buka. Semuanya punya pertimbangan-pertimbangan yang berbeda. Mungkin kita akan mempertimbangkan sebenarnya kalau dari segi tingkat kematian kan kita sudah sama-sama tahu ya yang lebih banyak meninggal itu adalah yang tua. Tapi seperti kasus Korea misalnya jumlah yang paling tinggi positif itu justru di dalam usia 20-an, tetapi mereka lah yang menyebabkan terjadinya proses penularan kepada orang tua mereka di rumah. Jadi ini pun yang menjadi pertimbangan kami kemarin. Seberapapun yang sekarang ini ya kita mencoba mengakali gimana sekolah ini mau dibuka dengan sekian banyak kemungkinan. Apakah misalnya sekarang kita jadi punya pagi sore lagi, hari Sabtu itu kita tetap buka. Satu kelas itu jelas harus terpaksa kita potong, hanya bisa 50% saja. Artinya kan satu kelas itu, 2 kelas itu menjadi 1 kelas. Yang kedua juga masalah usia tadi. Ada keinginan sebenarnya yang paling kuat itu dari sekolah perguruan tinggi memang sebenarnya yang kita tadinya. Perguruan tinggi ini karena diharapkan faktor kedewasaannya sudah mencukupi dan kelasnya kan kita waktunya gampang kita ngatur ya karena kan orang kuliah itu bisa jamnya bisa kita buat bervariasi. Tapi yang paling sulit adalah bahwa hampir sebanyakan perguruan tinggi itu sekarang orang-orang mahasiswanya ini tersebar di seluruh daerah. Artinya misalnya sekarang perguruan tinggi X yang ada di Jakarta anggaplah UI lah. Itu mahasiswanya kalau misalnya sekarang kita suruh dia untuk buka, itu adalah dari sekian banyak daerah itu yang kembali lagi ke UI, dan ini bisa menjadi proses terjadinya tempat penularan yang baru. Ini kan menjadi sedemikian sulit juga untuk kita atasi. Sementara kalau untuk menjalankan itu di faktor anak-anak juga sulit, sehingga sekarang mungkin kita sedang sama juga pertimbangannya untuk mencoba membuka berdasarkan kriteria yang beragam. Ini masih belum tuntas, apakah misalnya SMA dan lain sebagainya, tetapi yang jelas dorongan untuk bisa membuka ini dalam waktu cepat sangat besar sekali. Kita masih berhati-hati dalam mempertimbangkan yang kecil susah, ternyata yang juga terlalu dewasa susah, untuk mempertimbangkan bagaimana sekolah ini bisa dibuka, juga dengan mempertimbangkan faktor psikologis, faktor fasilitas sekolah, dan lain sebagainya. Demikian, terima kasih.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Udrekh. Berarti artinya ini kalaupun dibuka ini memang betul-betul dengan penuh pertimbangan gitu ya Pak?
Iya, betul Pak.
Okay, thank you. So, I think I have to end the webinar. It is 4 p.m. Yeah, I think I have to end the webinar. We apologize for the unanswered question. Yeah. We have still a lot of questions here, but time is up. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for all speaker. Yeah, thank you for your insight. Hopefully, all the participants can get valuable knowledge from today's webinar. Thank you so much. Maybe we please stay. We need to capture your photo all together.
Pak Heru, it's okay. I just close the ceremony. After the ceremony, we gonna take a picture.
Oh, okay. So now I think time is up. So I think we have to end the webinar. That's all. See you again next time. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Please, Dr. Amrizal, Pak Udrekh, and Mrs. Nur, please stay. We gonna take a picture with
Pak Rektor also.
Pak Rektor.
Oke. Baik, terima kasih.
Oke. Senur Azilah, Pak Udrekh.
Terima kasih banyak Pak Udrekh.
Ya, sama-sama.
Terima kasih
Ya,
banyak.
terima kasih. Oke.
My pleasure.
Terima kasih Pak Rektor ya.
Ya.
Oke.
Terima kasih Pak Heru. Sampai ketemu.
Ya, terima kasih
Assalamualaikum.
banyak. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya, Bapak-bapak, Ibu-ibu.
Ya, welcome.